There we go. Whew. Right. Got my tea. Think we are coming through 5x5. Alrighty. I figure this is a good screen to start on. Haha! Ortrazini! Yeah, that's 2 for 2. Let me just update the leaderboards before we click on through. It still counts. It still counts. And I did tell people that there was a possibility we were doing Longship After Dark, so congratulations, that puts you in the pack. And Thrain, Watto, Shitaru, a merry time travel to you. Legend, lovely to see you again. Watto and welcome. Gukazi, Naru. Indeed, let the slaying begin. Forgive me if I have a slightly strange, almost lisp to me this evening. Guess who bit his tongue earlier like an idiot? This guy. No, I really want to finish this game, right? And I'm looking at our whimsical setup. Our seasonal Half-Life flavoured nonsense. And I'm thinking, like, if I don't do this evening, it is highly unlikely that we will get back to this until the new year, if that. So I thought, you know what? Heck it. Let's do this. So, Sturdy, Naru, lovely to see you all. What ho and good evening to Longship After Dark. I think Deus made me a graphic for that. I should use that more often. So yes, we're going to be continuing with Slay the Princess. I mean, you know the story so far. This is a love story. And I believe we were halfway through beforehand. Yeah, study. Time travel. It's real. And Immortal then, Watto. Actually, did I say hello? I didn't, so Watto and welcome. Yeah, I think we did. Well, Kimball, it's either 7 a.m. where you are, or the time singularity has begun, and it's 7 a.m. everywhere all at once. Whilst also being 12T. But Kimball, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. So yeah, so we hang on, let's get through to the main page. Alright, so Naru, you are right, we did actually win. And I do not think that I would have done what I did had we not just come off of Armored Core the last time we played this. Oh, lovely. Sorry, Kimball's wearing their Fallout jumper to Christmas. Lovely. So yeah, we've got the air quotes good ending, which was very funny. Now we're, I guess, working through the multiverse of princesses. And from what I can tell, we've encountered a handful of the different ones. Is it still saying Justin? Fucking Twitch. Darn it, Mr. the Twitch. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, no, I don't know how far through we are. I really, really hope we're getting pretty close to clearing this Mother Hubbard, because I want to finish this. And so, if we only end up hanging out for like an extra hour or so, then so be it. If we end up being here for 3 hours, then I'm already struggling to sleep. I'm attempting to go through this week drinking as little as possible, and as someone who has been using alcohol as a sleeping crutch, that is proving to be a challenge. However, I figure I can just use that wasted brain energy and sleeplessness, rather than staring at the ceiling or scrolling TikTok, to spend with you lot. But again, if it sounds like I have a lisp, I bit my tongue earlier because I'm a dingus. Legend says, if we're here for 3 hours, I might have beaten this boss at the end of this vampire survivor state. Scales to my stupid HP. That sounds like a problem you should pour 20 to 30k golden eggs on. You will not regret spending 30k golden eggs. God. No, I've been playing so much Vampire Survivors. On my main character, I can't take certain weapons because it becomes unplayable. And Eric, Park Programs, Watto and welcome. Where are you? Are you here? Are you there? Have you returned? Because I don't know what's... Because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon Tokyo time right now. You jet setter. Hey.
So this is like Slay the Spire, right? We just play card games against a princess.
That's exactly what it is. It's just us and the princess. She looks very down right now, but that's because we haven't started playing cards with her. She's gonna have a great time. Don't even worry about it. Legend posted their unplayable state. Eric, one last flex on the way out. As a cup noodle enthusiast, I can't believe you've done this. Sorry, I'm just checking Legend's unplayable state. Congrats on beating the DLC. Oh, you call that unplayable? You call that unplayable? I'll show you unplayable. I'll show you unplayable. Actually, so Immortal then, sadly somebody did spoil that in the last stream, that the true ending to Slay the Princess does actually involve motorbike card games.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Good morning, have a sub.
Lovely. A late night sandwich. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Martin, thank you kindly. For 53 months, for gifting us the Vampire Survivors DLC, and just in general. And Akira Zero, I did not say thank you for the 500 bits, which not only stole 50 bits from Mr. the Twitch, but also 25 more. Alright, Eric, have fun, take all the photos, and when you are able to, I cannot wait to hear about your trip, friend. And again, thank you for sharing with us the Okinawa Pineapple Museum. That was real fucking cool. I'm glad I got to experience it vicariously through you. Oh, well, MDH, allow me to keep you company while you're house/human sitting. But yeah, so we're going to be continuing with Slay the Princess. To my understanding, we got the air quotes good ending where you just do the thing and it's immediately over. We have encountered, I want to say like 3, maybe 4 different princesses or 4 variants of the princess. So yeah, we encountered the fractured everything. We encountered the super happy kawaii fun times, the cold and distant prisoner, and I think there was one more, or was it just those ones? Okay, no, it was just those ones. The damsel. So yeah, at this moment, I guess we're putting together her.
After Dark Snipe.
Yeah. So Thrain, as the Jarl after dark, what will you do with this newfound power? You know, things are a little quieter. There's not as many Longshipians around. I think. Yeah, no, it's just me. Moderators are asleep. Moderators are asleep post friendos. But no, Thrain, seriously, thank you. And again, whilst the Twitch promo is going on, we continue to steal money from Jazzy Jeffy B. To Elders everywhere. The friendo, you know, this absolutely non-copyright infringing grub-like character that I have tattooed onto my flesh. Friendo. Sorry, Moose. I guess it wasn't mods asleep, it was, I hope the mods are asleep.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Hey! Martin, that's real fucking cool of you, thank you. And Elders everywhere, now you don't have to worry about adverts in the future. All sorted. Martin, that's real cool of you, thank you. So, let's just jump right in. Okay, quick show of hands. Does anybody need like more of a primer before we go in, or is it just me that's like playing this for the first time? Because if it's your first time encountering this, I would highly recommend playing it yourself from the go. Like, this is its own flavor, but it's very evocative of like the Stanley Parable and stuff like that in terms of how it goes through. Yeah, well, and mine, there's only 2 like voice actors in this. They both knock it out of the park. And they do this very, very clever thing where who we are shifts. And that whole thing has been so clever throughout. It's also worth noting that if you do watch this and hang out here, Slay the Princess has 97 achievements, which I think it's like 97 different little quirks and tweaks and different ways to approach things. Oh, wow. Kyball just was saying that they saw the gentleman that plays the narrator perform live. That's really fucking cool. So Legend, well, okay, for those of us who haven't played through it, we don't know specifically, but we appear to be some kind of harpy. And so from the get-go, we've always had this strange, gnarled, monstrous appearance. And I think that's where things like the voices vary. Because at first, you think that the young hero is the voice of the character you're playing as, but it's not. It's as much an internal monologue as the narrator talking to you or the character's libido. So we don't know what we are or why, but we are not a human paladin, that's for darn sure. So, Thursday, December 14th, 2023. We'd just had kawaii makeout sessions with the super cutie, and I'm sure nothing after this will be bad or wrong.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, and please do let me know how the VO levels are. Okay. So yeah, we already did the Vive la Révolution. And we've done the immediate rejection and the because. Okay, can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Says the guy who's broken the rules multiple times. I'm guessing that maybe I'm not okay. Sorry, maybe that I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Dory doing a little emote reenactment of Slay the Princess.
I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, I'm silly and whimsical and chaotic at best. Do I get a reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Spoiler, it's a crappy... And now I'm just going to choke on nothing on Twitch.television. Oh. Killing the princess does seem kind of bad, though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Vive la Révolution! Sorry. Can you tell me what my prize is for doing this job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Spoiler, you sit in a cabin until time stops. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Heck it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Alright, proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
The mirror's
The
not here.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I'm going to take the blade and explore the
You
basement.
take the blade from the... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Yeah.
If the princess really lives here,
Sorry.
slaying her is probably doing her a
Humor is a coping mechanism, right?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Shit, no shit, Sherlock.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Right, hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Or something. Our choices are... What? No way. Oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to kill you. I haven't decided. Or I'm just here to talk. I'm really tempted by nuh-uh. I think Justant got all of the arty-farty indie stuff out of my system, so now I'm just a chaos gremlin. Okay, it's got to be nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Again, I've talked about this a lot, but the voice of the hero is not us talking. The voice of the hero is an internal monologue. It is the voice of heroism. We'll drop it for now.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
That sounds great.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
There's no way this ends badly.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
And Crux,
We're
what's
going
else
to
bothered?
need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I don't know, I've been more awkward. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. How do I get you out of here? I'm told you're supposed to end the world. There's people who end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? I think yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you know why I'm supposed to kill you? You're supposed to end the world. I've been told things. I'm not sure what to believe. I don't know what to believe. It's been a long day. I'm very confused. The last princess was very nice to me, and you scare me.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Oh shit, alright, the mind games are afoot. Stop playing the the Death Note theme. Okay, so first off, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
That was a solid dodge.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Shut up, me.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
A voice that cuts through even several shots of tequila to let you know that you are in danger.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Sorry, I will try not to equate every interaction with the princess to a time specifically where I've been drinking. But There's a certain tone of voice, a playful threat, which is easily mistaken for flirtation by the uninitiated, that one should know when one is in trouble. That's another story.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
So deflect. What are you gonna do if you're here? Knowing if him being honest and more inclined to trust them than you. I was hoping you'd tell me, because we can deflect, but I think we should press the conversation.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Of course you do. You're the fucking hero.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
I could go for some orphans.
But
I
you
mean,
don't
what?
really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Make it easy for me here, jeez.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I mean, I am all for causing monarchal mischief. Okay. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Dodge! Alright, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
So one of the few we haven't tried is I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Then we can get to know each other a while.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I think that's one we haven't
Leaving
tried.
her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Oh, goody! Threats!
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I think it's time for absolute lemmings. I made my choice, and I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
That sounds sensible, with absolutely no downsides.
You're making a mistake.
You're wrong about that, Princess. Because you see, I don't make mistakes. I make stupid mistakes.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, There will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Ah, you'll be fine. Don't whinge.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Nope, we're sticking to the plan of locking her down here, or... Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Nope.
It'll be the death of all of us.
Sticking to the plan.
Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Did we pick up the blade?
Okay, we can make this work.
It's a really good table.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Have I fucked up?
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
I have fucked up. I have fucked up now.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Shodan, is that you?
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Maybe we need a bigger door. Does anyone want to go to IKEA? Get a bigger table?
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh no, I have fucked up.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Or, so all of that was just an act. You're not really innocent or harmless. You're a monster. Monster or haha. Yeah, nope, not Shodan. Are we going out? Are we going out with intellect, or are we going out with like blind paladin stupidity? Yeah, we need a fucking vault door. Who put her in the flimsiest fucking shed? Yeah, threaten me all you want! All it does is ease my guilty conscience!
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
Haha, joke's on you. I'm nocturnal.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped. The door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Double meep!
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
I am about to die horribly. As I am about to be ripped limb from limb by, I don't know, ghost shaman angry lady? I wish my last words to be... Bortles.
You try and start
it's coming
as the princess
down.
draws near. It's as though your body simply
I like this.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Bortles.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
See?
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
So many great last lines with that.
She steps closer.
It gets
All
worse.
the time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Not the kidneys. I need those.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I have gills now?
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Okay, so maybe on the next run we try, like...
Because you started a streaming after dark with no warning, I will state that I had Costco pumpkin pie with an obscene amount of spray whipped cream. Suck it up, numpty smile.
Costco pumpkin pie is a dangerous force. It's a dangerous force. So good.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Worth it!
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Time travel!
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Oh, you know, Elders, Abby's art goes feckin' hard. But again, like, I've been reading the Last Halloween for a long time, and the Last Halloween and Brood Hollow are some of the best examples about how to do subversion of medium with like a webcomic style. Like, you start reading them and you're like, oh, this is a webcomic. Oh, this is so charming and cutesy. And oh, God.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Nightmare. Oh,
You're on
goody.
a path in the woods.
Yeah. Deja vu. Okay, what now? I died. Proceed to the cabin. She's gonna kill me again!
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Sorry, bear with me just a second, friends. Okay, so if you haven't had the chance to read it and you need something to while away the wee hours with, this is Abby's webcomic work, The Last Halloween, which they paused to do this and Scarlet Hollow. It's exceptional, and yeah, there's nothing I can say that won't detract from it. So yeah, it's entirely worth your time.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay.
Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the Paranoid. Oh, New Brain.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Oh yes, and I guess while I'm just sharing links before we begin this loop, there's the link to Scarlet Hollow on Steam. If Scarlet Hollow is also voiced, it's so. I love storytelling in video games, be it everything from like abstract, absurdist indie stuff through to visual novels in the ilk. Personally, I find doing super reading heavy games to be very exhausting, and it's just reading's hard, yo. It's not one of my skills. It's not one of my strong suits, and I have to put a lot of mental and physical focus in to go through it. So any titles like this where it is voiced is a lot easier for me to share with you all. Okay. We'll just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah, we know.
Lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
I'm trying! Proceed to the cabin. What do you mean, MDH? I'm not stalling.
Plain. The smooth wood of the wall was almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
There was a door here last time. We're in trouble.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Alright.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Task awaits, and only you can do it.
Right. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Wipe the mirror clean.
You
It's
reach
gone
forward
again.
and rub your hand. Did he make it go away?
Yeah.
Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Yep.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
Don't worry about it. There's loads of people in the window.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Let's take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ah, evening to the Dice Goddess. Hello, hello. Welcome to Longship After Dark. We're attempting to finish Slay the Princess.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
You've obviously never met a talking sword.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Sorry, that was Bacon Goddess with cheesy bacon pasta. Fuck yeah. Carbs and carbs.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps. Suspended.
Isolated, because of all the eyes. Love it.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
There's a lot of ifs in that, buddy. Can we stab ghosts?
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Hey, Jimmy, play that one about falling down the stairs. Oh, God. I would be insufferable in a proper horror movie situation, just so you know. But I'm not being silly to play up for you lot, for the camera, if you will. This is how I cope.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Okay. So, step off into the void between the stairs. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Miss Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're being such pessimists right now. Or, I'm going to go talk to her. I mean, Isaac, I'd be very entertaining in Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if I'd keep us alive. Let's go talk to the horror.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Well, what are we gonna fucking do? A hurricane from the top rope?
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
Cowards!
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, I regret everything that we've done so far.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
Huh.
A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Well, remember, friends, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
I'd like to point out the voices in our head are arguing.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
What do you think about this? Millions of eyes staring at us in the dark?
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Ice Grid saying, if anyone's familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, this is a void build. Yes.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
It's okay. She sounds fun and playful. I'm sure it's cool. Fuck. It's alright. We can use an old trick. We can work out where she is in the darkness by singing the opening bars to I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. No one can resist. Be able to track her in no time. Alright. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
Tell me why.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Oh, cool! She's a ghost cloud now.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh, I don't like Demon Ghost Clown.
Your arms quickly follow.
Stop making my heart stop.
This is it, isn't it?
I know in a fun way.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
I don't suppose you find it cute as in endearing.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Yeah, legend. Sorry to leave this in your subconscious before you go for a sleep. Good luck. Oh,
Your blood begins to
piss
coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Oh.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Vital.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of
Oh,
air as your
bleed,
eyes
Nora.
shift open.
Princesses may be closer than they appear.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more.
Okay.
Approaches death.
Ah!
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? You sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Bad times.
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, Your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
I know, it's a running theme.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Wait, so why won't he finish you off? What good am I to you alive? What happened after you killed me last time? You're a lunatic. If you want to work together, you could at least turn off this whole organs shutting down scenario. We don't have to be enemies. We can work to be friends, even. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not trying to kill you. So do your worst. Toss your blade into the nightmare. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. Alright, let's get out of here. Or just fucking run. Alright, why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep
Fucking hell.
Heart, lungs, liver.
This was a great game to play before bed.
Heart.
Why didn't I think of doing this sooner?
You're back.
Fucking hell.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Okay, what happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Huh. So she didn't get to destroy the world last time.
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
And what if I let you out then? Do we go our separate way? You know what, if you want to work together, you can at least turn off this whole organ shutting down thing.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Alright. And if I let you out, what then? Separate? Go our separate ways?
Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
You're a lunatic, you know that, right?
Like I said, I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
He raises one arm, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Good work, Paranoia. So then, like, what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then?
We're stuck down here together until you change your mind.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
Oh, no.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
Or until I kill
A
you.
lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
How about I just kill you instead, huh?
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably. But you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear to the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we?
Stabby, 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 stab, stab!
Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
You know what? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We could even be friends.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Yeah, Naru, that's the planks around us. That's our way out. Okay, so here are our choices. 1. Throw the knife away. I'm not doing this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain in your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave. Fine, you win. Leave together. Or just try and go stabby, stabby, stab, stab. What are we thinking? Or more to the point, if there's a special one of these that you would say, oh, Will, you might want to try. I'm definitely welcome to. I'm open to suggestions. Welcome to suggestions. It's my album.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, 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 heart.
MDH is suggesting tossing the blade.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Yeah, you know what? All right, that's 3 for toss the blade. Let's get fucking weird with it.
Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
Oh, hero, no.
You poor deluded thing.
Oh, that's way too clear.
A moment of bravery changes you into something you're not. I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
This is going to get worse.
She raises a hand.
Oh, no!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
Bad times, bad times.
Like a creeping mold,
Wah.
the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
And Fred, Watto and welcome. And Fred, just as a quick FYI, they released more content for Tales of Iron. And Salem with, did we make it worse or better?
No.
Gonna go ahead and say worse.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Huh.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
That's fucked up.
Let me out.
A reprieve, a good life, love, children, a steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Did I just hot drop us into End of Evangelion? If so, I'm very sorry.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Thrain, you don't... It could go any which way.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you.
Just the narrator me. The rest of me is mostly fine.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3, 5... Oh, God! The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we?
Congratulations! Congratulations! Oh, we're going to play all chapters at once. Speed running strategy. Oh, God.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
We've never been here before, mate.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you have to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever, I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Alright, Patches, Jesus.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Oh, I remember the Contrarian.
We love her. So we have to say...
Yes! There's the voice we need to listen to.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Can love bloom on the battlefield? Otacon, that ninja was great fun.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
The Smitney parable, that's what we're playing now.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you been here? What if we don't go? Alright, we've got a bunch to get through. So firstly, that's a good question. How many times have you been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on and on.
But it doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before, and some of you don't remember being here at all. Where was I all those other times? Did someone else make those decisions?
What does here even mean, if you really think about it?
It's got a point.
Shut up! You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
So the hero's the one that's always been there.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Lalelulelo. Okay, what if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
Alright.
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked.
But this isn't the same creature that we've been talking to outside of space and time.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Oh, we all are at this point. It doesn't make you special.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Okay, there's definitely something to be mentioned about that. The psyche protecting itself.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Look, if I don't remember what it was that I did, then it couldn't have been me.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Alright, fucking entry to philosophy wanker.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again.
Thank
it
you,
never
Stubborn.
goes anywhere.
Thank you, Stubborn.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares?
I like that.
They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
I swear, the voice that called is like just a hair's breadth away from Ringo Starr.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Okay.
Don't ask him about the mirror.
Yeah, he never answers.
He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have...
Oh.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
Oh, good.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Alright, okay, and what's wrong with giving them space? What if that helps them?
They've been hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
We'll approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
In a void with a floating mirror.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces!
Oh, God.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just go around.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Proceeding.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Don't worry about it, buddy. I got this.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Voice of the opportunities. I want to just congratulate you on your right now promotion for telling me I'm right.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to...
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
So, I have to take the blade. All the others are done. So, all I have is take the blade, and you have to take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried this, and don't you remember? Is all grayed out. So, you have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Alright, friends, say it with me now. No fall damage.
Deep in the bowels of
Oh, come on!
you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's a...
You're the worst! Bring back Kawaii Girlfriend Princess!
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
You've got a dumb face. Shit.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
Oh, good.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I'm playing this before bedtime.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
Where?
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
What the fuck? When did I get stolen? Okay, how many people? There are 34 of you here, and none of you noticed creepy ghost clown steal me. Like, honestly, I'm offended. I can't believe you've done this. How did you let me get stolen? This, I will be referring to this in your Christmas review.
I would love for you to take my hand and let me out. It would be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
I love how she just got extra arms now. We're just not gonna know. We're just not gonna comment.
A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness.
Like that video game, The Witness.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy.
Sorry, Will. It's not a cult, so we don't have the signs, spells, / chance to keep you from being, stolen.
So what you're saying is my failure to make this a cult means that you don't get cult spells and can't protect me. Can't believe you've done this.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon.
This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her.
Kill or be killed.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Okay.
One final act of defiance and just drop the people's elbow down the hole.
There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
You're just an object, a tool. You were once something else a long time ago, but that was something. But was that something you, or just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. That's all I've got. Like, there's not even like a hidden one beneath it. It's all we've got.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even.
I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Oh, you let me get stolen. Eat fast with a spoon. Yeah, ground critter. We just kick it a few times and see what happens. Although, obviously,
it's difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way.
Obviously, the implication here is just the erosion of our mind through time. The thing we got experience to is what the princess has gone through. This infinite loop of like a blinking into existence, growing old and dying in this fucking basement, and then just again and again and again. And whilst occasionally there being the odd loop that is positive, for the most part they're all miserable. And in time, the good loops turn into like horrid memories, also resentful memories. We were exposed to that. The idea that our very existence has caused that pain and suffering. And so now we're here, happy good time on top of a hill.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Fortnite? Sorry. I'm using humor as a coping mechanism.
So tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Yeah, about that. Thank you, Handor. Everybody say thank you, Handor. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave, as memory returns.
She's gone.
Oh, I tell you, friends. Chose a hell of a week to quit sniffing glue.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us?
We can look in the mirror again.
I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it.
Ah! The voice that's stubborn comes in like a brick.
Stop with the smashing.
Or would you smash it? Or would you smash it?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
In a world of broken consciousness, be the smitten.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. So last time I think our hands were melting? Okay, step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone.
You did good, my multiple personalities.
I'm done fighting.
Did good.
My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
Voice the cold, leaving with a fuck you guys, I wish I'd never met you.
I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gazing to your reflection. As you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's on it. You've unraveled. Alright, let's go talk to the princess in the long quiet. The fire keeper.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
It's called Skegness.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Skegness? Sorry, is that a rhetorical question? Do you know, or do you want me to tell you? There's trees and stars and people. There's trees and stars and people. I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
So here's an interesting one. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are some voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else, and I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have your vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
So he does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers. Let's go with that.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Oh shit, that's some very real shit. I mean, Thrain, that's entirely possible. But I mean, as Isaac was pointing out, and whatever the multi-armed being we speak to does seem to be able to find the empathy in every situation. You know, as the opening scroll tells us, this is a love story. What do you think's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Up fair. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring back?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
And Explorer, if this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Aww. I'll just wait a bit.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
I may have fucked up.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh shit, it threw me out! It literally threw me out of the game. I hope it has an autosave, otherwise I am in trouble.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Friends, I might need to get some water in just a second. Okay. I tell you what, I'm ready to go back, and then we'll begin our final loop. I'm just going to get some water.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
She's gonna do the crash. She's gonna do the crash. Not gonna scare me this time. Ah. Still make me jump a little bit. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, dear friends, just give me 2 seconds to grab some water, and then, yeah, I guess we'll be continuing our final run. We went places in that last one. Naru, I was going to say, and in that house, some skeletons lived. Like I said, I am attempting to not drink this week, at least until Friday. So as much as I desperately want to go grab something very, very sturdy to get through the end of this, I'm going to do it with water, gumption, and my own whimsical sense of humour. Hopefully that'll get me through. But I'll be back in just a second.
Snipe.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the arch villain Shredder.
Hello, hello! Who was that? What, Night Valen, feckin' thank you, how goes it? And Elders, thank you for gifting everybody a sub while I was grabbing some water. To 4 Elemental, Watto and welcome. Night Veiling, how was your stream? What are you up to? Tell me your tales. A secret tea raid. Well, I was going to make some more tea, but then my kettle takes ages, so I'm just having some water. Hello, hello. So, okay. I'm loving the game, but just to anybody that's come through with Night Valen, we are at least as the game has told us, we are at, like, the final run. We've probably got, like, I don't know, an hour or so left in the game. Now, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and don't correct me if I am, but this has been beautiful. You know, this is the perfect example of taking a simple premise and then batting for the stars. So I'm going to keep going with this, but I would hate to be the one who spoils the brilliance of this game for you. That's important to me. But what I will say is, Night Veiling, congratulations on 100%ing Valhalla. To 4 Elementals, we have encountered 4 princesses. We have met the Shattered one, we've met the Kawaii one, and we met the chained patient princess, and we just dealt with Murder Ghostface Clown. So there's that. Now, as I'm starting to understand, there are a lot of different princesses, and there are a lot of different ways to approach each of them. So, like, from what I can understand, the damsel could have gone a lot of different ways, and I think that's probably the same for a lot of them. But and I could let's see where we get with finishing it, because it's worth. Okay, so 4 Elementals. I know please don't tell me, and we're speculating here, but we're not too far away from finishing it. So yeah, so Isaac, we'll see where we're at when this is done, because my capacity and ability to stream sometimes outpaces what I should do with my body. So I have to be mentally sensible, because I can stream until the break of dawn, but I'll pay for it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So. Naru, I'm holding out for vending machine princess. That's the run I deserve.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Have you considered killing's bad? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Do I get a reward? Okay. Silently continue up to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Also, just in case those of you who joined us this evening hadn't heard, due to the success of Slay the Princess, the team behind it have said they are going to be doing an expansion on the game, so they're going to be doing a bunch more princesses and a bunch more routes.
A warning before you go any further.
So, brace yourself.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she...
Blah, 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 blah. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, no, so for Elemental, they announced it last week. I don't know if they have an ETA on when.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The blade is your implement.
Alright, let's take that blade.
You take the blade.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, also, just very quickly before we continue, so I didn't say a proper thank you to Elders Everywhere for gifting some sprees to Aikoa Navi. So it was Skadi, Bonkansen, and Tomizna. I always fall down on that one. Anyway, Elders, you managed to prop somebody up as the Jarl. So, and Dustin, a very good morning to you.
Who's there?
It is I!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
That's fine. Hello! Just checking in. No, I think I'm just going to continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Don't worry about it, voice of the hero.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. I did like nuh-uh. Yeah, sure, I'm going to try and steal my nerves, but I'm not going to kill her.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
That whole statement feels very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, if you want to punch me, you're going to have to stand closer.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
No, let's go for it. Let's see if the princess is known like some gun kata nonsense this whole time.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Ah, narrator, you're going to be so disappointed. Okay. Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Fuck it. Now it's time to drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
So far, she's not eaten me, so we've been fine.
We'll be fine.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, so we've tried a few. We've tried, yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship, are you coming on to me? How do you get out of here? I'm supposed to enter the world. What's your name? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Cross counter! Lie. No.
You're lying.
Ah, balls, I've been found.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
I can hear all of you grinning across the internet like, Will's about to fuck something up. A relationship, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Feck it. Bryce is like, what? No. Again, I can hear you. Don't ask me how, but I can hear you. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
It's going to be the Your Majesty line, right?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Even for the memes, Dustin. Even for the memes, I feel if I did the mummy sorry line, by the time I got through the first, there'd just be a hole in my chest. Not like a pull, not like a Kamehameha, not like a Kalimar, but like it had just been shot out with a cannon.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Shitaru, check it out! He's about to do something stupid! Alright, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here. I mean, we could try and slay her, but nah.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Surprise narration!
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Door's now shut.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If I don't have a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Oh, we're going this route.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs is somehow
Yeah. Oi, let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yeah, the narrator's not currently striking me like a good guy, you know what I mean? Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Bloody course it
I'll
is.
repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like
Hey! Shorby, you absolute fucking legend. What? Oh, and welcome! How are you doing, friend? Sorry I didn't get to stop in on your adventures. I was looking after Dags, and I had this feeling that if I didn't finish Slay the Princess tonight, that I wouldn't finish it until the new year, and then if then at all. So yeah, how are you feckin' doing? How are you feckin' doing? Oh, so excuse me. Just a cozy night of Harvester. Harvester. The weirdly uncomfortable point-and-click FMV classic. It's not quite Phasmagoria, but boy, is it gonna be a thing. Oh, just as a quick FYI, friend. So I should have said, please, 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 friends, if you're not following Night Valen, please do so. But also, if you're not following Chorby, please do. Chorby was my most watched stream of 2023. And when I popped in earlier, we managed to do what can only be described as a dog storm. And if you haven't encountered a dog storm, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So... But yeah, I had to look after actual Dags this evening, so once they were all like settled and in bed, I was like, you know what? Kinda wanna finish this. You're right, Chubby, it is not either of those. I don't know if Phasmagoria is even Twitch safe. Maybe not the second one. Here's a fun fact. So the gentleman that plays the lead in Phasmagoria 2, he has a YouTube channel. Does interviews with other like point-and-click aficionados. I think I spoke to him once for like a consultancy thing, which was real cool. But his personal website is a reworking of the opening to Phasmagoria 2, where you can actually explore it like a point-and-click adventure. It's fucking great. Like, one of those things that makes me want to make a decent website. Sorry, I'm just going to do a quick little cheeky save. Just because I... Oh yeah, no, it's super cool. And yeah, if you ever want to talk classic point-and-clicks with somebody, I know he'd be down for the banter. I've wanted to interview him because the FMV era of video games is so rarely talked about, but it was so unique. No, Chorbs, like, we can both have a crack at that mountain, but you've definitely earned the point and click chops. But yeah, he's done a bunch of interviews and stuff on YouTube with other like seminal puzzly people. Anyway, sorry. Apologies, friends, for derailing the conversation. Phasmagoria is a classic FMV point-and-click game. The first one is kind of like the 13th Guest, but with more gory deaths. Some of them are nasty. Sorry, Phantasmagoria. It's... Fiona got mad at me because I was calling Phasmophobia Phantasmophobia because of growing up with Phantasmagoria, which I played way too young, specifically the second one, which is this like technology meets like almost like Geiger-esque body horror. I watched a man get crushed to death by a server rack, and not in the way you think, and that has stayed with me for my entire life. So, Krill, Chorby, always lovely to see you, but we're on Slay the Princess, and we are super close to the end. And this is exceptional. Like, I'm sure everybody's already told you, or you've had the chance to play through yourself, but, like, this is not something you want spoiled. And I hate turning people away on this one, but like, if you haven't, then... And don't worry, I'll give you a big heads up before we get started in a second, but yeah. And to the cool gamer, Watto and welcome. Alright, so we'll continue in just a second, but yeah. This was one of those games where I wanted to finally... Cool Gamer, which was your project again? I'm so sorry. My brain's been jello. Don't do gin, folks. But congratulations on that. We're on Slay the Princess at the moment, and it's about to get gnarly! King Nightmares.
First time I've been able to contribute.
Oh shit!
Now at work.
Kaimball, fucking thank you! So Kaimball, thank you. That's $30 to keep us going. Which is a massive amount. And you can still steal from Mr. the Twitch. So, like, fucking yo. But, fucking yo.
We added 300 bits to Keely's cheer.
You stole that from Mr. Twitch. And I think the Twitch bits thing goes until tomorrow. But yeah, so to Cool Gamer, before we get to continue with this, do you have it up on either itch or do you have a Steam page up? Because I couldn't find the Steam page. It's on itch, okay. Just making sure. Are you G-Sip? Okay, so let me add that to my collection. Oh, there we go. Future games. There we go. Boosh. I can't promise that I'll be able to cover it, and I can't promise when, but it's in my list now. So. But yeah, no, so jumping back. Like, Kaimball, seriously fucking thank you. Oh, shit! So, with that, Kaimball became our Jarl. And Kaimball's decree of the day for you all is that as the ruler of this fair ship, Kaimball decrees they're going to nap at their desk for the day. Yes. And may us all follow in Kaimball's example and snooze at our desks today. So, again, okay, so. Cool Gamer, congratulations on your dev run. Super feckin' happy for you. Chorby, thank you so much for the raid. And I hope things are going well, friend. I don't know if you have any plans this Friday. We're going to try and do Glitterbeard, if you would like to join us. It's just going to be chaos on the high seas. It will probably not make for good Twitch watching, but it will be fun. And if you'd like to join us for that, you are more than welcome. Because we'll need, like... Well, you need a minimum of 8 people, and we're going to try and cram a server out with as many brigs as we can. But you know, failing that, yeah. I hope we get to have a bevy and hang out this holiday. Yeah. All right. If you don't hear me blep at you about it, please remind me. But yes, it'd be lovely to have you in. And then, yeah, if it works, then we'll basically get 3 brigs together. So we'll have 9 merchants of chaos. Once we get people on ships, we might have to like separate into chaos, but it would be fun. We're also, if that works, we will do what we did the last time we had a multi-ship day, which is we can do a vault race. So everyone gets the same kind of vault mission, and then we just sprint to see who can get it first. Or we could have all 3 of us compete for a Siren Skull. That could be fun as fuck. Anyway, so friends, we're going to continue with this. So, yeah, this is your last warning. If you haven't seen Slay the Princess, now is time to tap out because we're going for it.
Easier for whom?
Dustin, I do like happy haul days. Like the happy Honda days of the sea.
Easier for everyone.
Dustin, please remind me of that on Friday.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
It'll be fine. Time to save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place
still makes me cringe though.
Arm just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
She's
Before
just so
long,
okay with
crack
it.
through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Oh.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
So... Oh shit, we can't warn her. We've lost the ability. So slay, 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 slay. All we can do is slay the princess.
You bring the blade down, plunge it into the princess's...
I'm so sorry!
Finally.
Elder says you really gotta hand it to the princess. She's got this escape plan in the bag. Hands down.
Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
I'm sorry!
Are you serious?
No!
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
It's alright, we disarmed her.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Just gonna punch me to death. Oh, good. I mean, I can try and stab her again. I don't think that's gonna go very well. What do you reckon? Also, and I'm sure everyone else noticed this, but I just want to highlight it again. As you're playing this, the knife and the hand blade changes repeatedly. Yeah, the dice goddess, because we've stabbed her once, the cursor's still bloody. Yeah, Immortal N, in for a penny, in for a pounding.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
We are fucking.
Pathetically.
That was my party hand!
She lets go and fast
no!
rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
1 punch!
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
I deserved that!
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again.
Are we cool?
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
I needed those!
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Please let it be the people's elbow.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Oh, that's gonna get squishy.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Yeah, you're right. I swung at the champ. Best not miss.
It can't just end like this, right?
Oh!
I'm sorry, but it's over.
Crunch.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
It's officially Longship After Dark, so I can't threaten to get the hose, but y'all are thirsty tonight, alright? We just got beaten to death and our windpipe crushed. Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Huh.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Jesus. You know what? I knew what I was getting into playing this tonight. Alright, let's see where this step on me energy takes us tonight.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Deja vu, this already happened. Explore, okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah.
Just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Okay.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Just a chunk.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I will immediately be pledging myself to the new fight princess.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
So Rilu, good morning. The best way I can describe what you walked into is blocked. None of you are without sin. Apparently, Step On Me Princess seems to have awoken something in just about everybody. But it's 1 o'clock in the morning here, so there we go. How are you? First rule of Princess Club.
rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Also, Rilu, we're at the... This isn't the last princess, but we're coming to the close of our playthrough of this. So if you haven't seen Slay the Princess and you're planning on playing it yourself, you'll want to tap out, because this has been such a good game. Actually, I missed that. Oh, of course it was Dustin. Dustin posted Slay the Princess, aka Bendy and the Kink Machine. Terrors, a lot of you. I'm not even drunk for this. I'm doing this sober.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Sorry. Fuck. See? Now I'm in the same mindset. You'll drag me down to the gutter. Fuck. That was an involuntary Proceed to the cabin.
That's what you want. I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're doing it again with the mirror, though.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Alright, so first things first, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Clean the white.
You
Mirror's
reach
gone.
forward.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, well, Rilu, thank you for the lurk, and good luck on your breakfast hunt. Enter the basement. As best we fucking can.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sure.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay. Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Giant woman!
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Sorry, Dustin winning again with Lady Dumitrescu. Bravo.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I don't know if uppies are on the table, but...
You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I've got audacity in buckets.
Drop it.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor.
At this point, she could punt us like a football across the room and splat us against the wall.
We didn't have to do that.
All hail White Diamond.
And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Okay, so when we first met the Voice of the Broken, such a doomsayer, but like him and the Smitten would be buddy bros.
Oh, I understand what's going on. You'd better snap yourself out of it.
Oh, Catastros, I don't know if this is what you want to pop in your ears while you're working, because this is going to get thirstier.
Kneel.
It's Will, but okay. Yep.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Oh, yes, no, you're right, Krill. Neil is the Voice of the Broken, yes.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Giant woman.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Tiny high five! Whoosh.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
The game did say this is a love story.
And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
God, I bet the fan is somewhere packed away here.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone.
God bless the narrator trying to
If you're
convince
going to
us.
save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Bless you, narrator, for trying to logic your way through. Okay. Alright, so what are our choices? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself. It's probably going to happen, but what would you have me do?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
But I've got little hands. If you're powerful, can you not break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
It's a logical question.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
That's some good wordplay there, top tier. And Elders, have a lovely rest of your time zone.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from
I really seem to have run out of water here. I wonder what's going on.
Springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
There's a Kerrigan X Demetresu energy going on that I apparently have no natural defense against.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to. I have questions before I decide to do anything. What happened after I died? Okay, so what happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Alright, good.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Just because you're supposed to in the world doesn't mean you actually have to. You can be whatever you want to be. I'm gonna pep talk the big lady.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Alright, it's pledging time.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Boy, I sure am out of water. What's up with that?
All you need to do now is break my chains.
Brings up rusty fucking butter knife. This might take a little while.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Look, after multi-armed crazy hell clown from the nightmare dimension, this is frankly normal.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Oh yeah, no, Catastros, different hell clown, but not to be mistaken for the time clown.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
She's powerful enough to realize who the narrator is. She's going to fight the narrative.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
Oh,
you're a small one.
Oh, narrator's in trouble.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits. Trying to control things that it can't understand.
Ooh, you got rumbled.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
He's just a little guy. It's his birthday.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Well. Look who's also in the fan club.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
Oh, voice of practicality, what do you suggest?
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
I have tried that with the fucking dishes so many times, and let me tell you, it does not work. And what if we don't believe? I have to do this. It's over, I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
Honestly, so far, we have 48 people here. Not a single person's been like, no, Will, this is a terrible and bad idea and you should not do this.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just going to go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Alright, let's break some chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Whee!
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Fuck yeah, uppies! What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Sorry, I look back. Shitaru said, well, it's not my sanity on the line. Kakazi says, I might have said that, but it's been fun to watch the train wreck. Bryce is like, no! Will, this is a terrible and bad fate. Let me go in your stead. Let me be selfless. Bryce, are you sure? No, it is a selfless sacrifice. Okay, so that is the 5th piece of the princess. So now we can see what the many hands has put together.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Don't worry, we've done this before.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Don't worry about it. You approach the mirror. Gaze at your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone again. But the mirror always makes them leave, and you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Big Bird. Excuse me, are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Huh? I broke it! I broke it. I have fucked up. Okay, so we've got a lot to get through here, friends. So first up, so you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
So many. Dude, you don't even know. I have damned so many worlds. So what are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna, jump to see. I wasn't supposed to see this. Sorry, if you made me, what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Where? Squeeze me wet. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. That is the best and most Pratchett line in this. Of a god. I always knew I was special. I don't want to be a god. I just want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
That's me. Free will. I'm causing problems. Okay, has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it will restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
And Shitaru, I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, we can only just keep chatting and get more info, right?
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
There's so much to ask him. I feel like we're gonna worry. I feel like we're gonna run out of shards. Every time I ask you something, a little piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Fuck. Alright. There's a lot of questions. So, how am I supposed to rid the world of death? It's about dying. Why would you want to rid the world of death? The people out there beyond the walls, the construct, do they know about this? What is the princess? What did you make her to?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Okay. If you made us, then I want you to know it's been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Do you have to say anything for your hubris? What would it be like to live in a world? Do you know things will get worse if we destroy her? I don't want to destroy you. Would it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Couldn't you have told me all this from the beginning? You knew about the looping. I wasn't supposed to see this. Like, out of all these things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a soggy piece of bread? I might have to ask that one, sorry.
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Oh, that's cool. And British Beaver, good morning. Shit's weird. No, seriously, if you haven't seen or played through Slay the Princess, look away because we're right at the apex of some serious fuckery. And the journey has been excellent. Do you know things won't be worse if I destroy her? Sorry, do you know things won't be worse if I destroy her?
Of course they won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Alright, we've got about 4 questions left. So we'll start from the bottom again, because there's so many things we can ask. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we stay here together?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
We've got 3 questions left. And yeah, Naru, that's a very good point. The prisoner is probably the best example of that. That the princess does nothing, but is the vessel of change. I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
That's worth a shot. Can I wish for more wishes? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Okay, so there's... I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie, rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I'm gonna lie to him. Like, at least he can go out with peace of mind. I'm not going to do the thing he wants, because, let's be honest, when have I done that during this playthrough, except for the very beginning? But...
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Oh. The final fragment of glass shatters. You see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Oh, God!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hello!
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Damn it, Joby! It's been 1 week since you looked... God damn it. Okay, missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. So, okay, so first things first. Missed yous! She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and patiently waits for you to continue. Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Please don't let there be like a Doom-style HUD that pops up right now.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Now, as someone who has played Nier and Nier Automata, I know what happens to those that try and dodge shuffling off this mortal coil. And let me tell you, it's bad. Chorby's like, excuse me, your multitudes, are they... This is a Yuri thing? Like, asking for a friend. I am trying to focus. And because the metaphysical question of this is something that many games have talked about and many games have deconstructed. You know, the cycle, the wheel, the soul and the self. You know, the great questions that inspire us. That inspire the art that we make and the things that we do. But right now, one of the multitudes of the princess is absolutely eating ass with enthusiasm, and I can't unsee that. So I'm trying to balance the weight and the heart of what is being said here by just an all-you-can-eat buffet. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw it. Okay, so explore. There's so many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is it falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions that need answers.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Do you want a happy god or an angry god?
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action.
Okay!
But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine.
Okay, so personality 1, hello.
When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
Oh, I'm getting real judged here. Okay.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
I won't engage with violence or remain silent. I miss when that was you. So we can basically have... Okay. I feel like I'm getting judged here. It's really warm in here. Has anyone else noticed that? Whew. I won't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
Okay, why is the scariest one making the most amount of sense?
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave it with you, I just don't know how. Stop fighting early and surrender. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If that's what it takes to rid the world of death, you showed me your heart could break me. It's a terrible thing. I wish I could share my heart with you. Thank you for sharing yourself with me.
I am aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
No, it's because you have shite aim.
But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded with emotion, but I knew that when I'm feeling back. That feeling never left. That feeling never left. That was the one playthrough that, despite being the dumbest, was nothing bad happened, except for maybe getting stabbed a bit.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can live together. Hand in loving hand.
I won't believe with you, not until you see things from my perspective, or the thing is, I don't know what my perspective even is, but fuck it. We ball.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. And you feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled, bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back, you strain against it. But it does not yield.
I love you.
Did she just pop us in a box? I hope not. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. This is peak end of Evangelion. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. And the little achievement that popped up says there are no endings, only new beginnings. Holy fucking shit! It's just a game about princesses. It's just a game about princesses. Fucking hell. Yeah, what a fucking game. And the amount of stuff that we haven't even scratched on, you know what I mean? I honestly wouldn't have considered streaming this. Just taking a picture of. Yeah, no, Bryce, there is so much more game to it. And if I had known there was so much to unfurl, I definitely would have jumped on it sooner. What a brilliant game. Follow us somewhere else. Yay! It's so simple! Okay, so to put it into context, we have done 21 of 97 endings. I'm fascinated by what our song is. I take it those are the songs that we encountered, or perhaps a way to track our path. Because we got that when we first played through it. For those of you that didn't see the first stream we did, I finished Armored Core 6 and we immediately dashed into this because I wasn't ready to call stream. I wanted to play something different, but I don't know, I was still in the headset. So basically, on our first playthrough, we just grabbed the knife and sprinted screaming "Vive la Resistance" and got fucking iframes on the poor princess. And she just died. Just dead. Like, just done. What I will say, friends, though, is that we're not going to continue this evening. For those of you that haven't played, there's so much game left. Like, I mean, Feck, just looking at the fecking Steam cards alone, like, there is a buttload of princesses we never even saw. And from them, there are then multiple ways to go through them, so... Feckin' yo. Yeah, multitudes. A buttload. Kaimble's going to make a flowchart. Okay, we can work through the flowchart on it. Also, one of the other cool things about this is that it stops you from taking paths that you have already gone through. So it's not like with, you know, Guardian Heroes or Way of the Samurai or stuff like that, where, you know, you're poring over a fucking 70-page guide trying to make sure that you sneeze the correct number of times while turning left at the village, lest you be stuck at the ending. Yeah. Although, sorry, Troy was saying they'd love to see the game's architecture in twine and ink. Yes, but I feel that that's actually the thing that makes you go mad. Like, that's the king in yellow. That's the that's the thing that... Oh yeah, and Krill, don't forget the pixel hunt. Oh, you meant make a flowchart for work. That's more useful than making a flowchart for Slay the Princess. Fucking hell. There are some it seems that there is like a flowchart that does exist. So maybe for another day, but let's bring it over to here and put on some calming tunes as we bring this adventure to a close. I do need to say some thank yous because I know there we go. Kyball threw in a whole bunch of bits, and with the whole Twitch promo going on at the moment, that a whole bunch of bits become a whole bunch more, so I'm really fucking grateful for that. I'm also really fucking glad that we got to finish this. I mean, okay, finish is a strong term, but you know what I mean. What a brilliant game. And the problem is, if we now, when we do a playthrough of Nier... While Nier hits on some similar topics, by the 9, Nier does not come close to that level of just gloriousness. Anyway, I'm gonna roll credits in just a second and then stare at the ceiling. Before I do, Night Valen and Chorby, thank you for bringing in a late night squad. This has been an excellent long ship after dark, and it is wonderful to have you with. And yeah, and Chorby, if I don't blep at you about Friday's Glitterbeard run and potential chaos, then I have forgotten to, and I am dumb and wrong, so please bug me. Sorry. Yeah, what? I mean, yeah, Chorby. Nier's Spectacle is in a very different direction, and it uses your expectation of an open fantasy with that JRPG vibes. It uses that to, I wouldn't say trick you, but like very much put you on the weird footing. So when you do find out the actual themes and tones of Nier, not Nier Automata, but Nier, you're like, where the fuck did this come from? But it tells you at the beginning. Not explicitly, but it tells you. I love it. Honestly, Chorby, the only reason I haven't streamed it is because the PC version is only Papa Near. Sorry, it's only Brother Near, not Papa Near. And Papa Near makes sense as a character. Brother Near gets real creepy in a few places. A little bit like... Buddy. Anyway. Let's roll some credits. Let's say some thank yous. I don't know if there's anyone still awake at these wee hours, but if there are, we can keep you all moving forward. Oh, Zeke's playing Satisfactory. Jobs are good. So, friends, much like earlier today, you lot have been ridiculously kind, and that's how I pay the bills, keep a fucking roof over our heads. So when I say thank you, I really fucking mean it. To the 4 Elementals, thank you for the follow. Sincerely appreciate it, and I hope we get to chat some more. To Martin, Elvis Everywhere, Thomasina, Bonkan-san, Navi, Soviet Muscati, and Ikoa. Whether you were tagged by House Carl Hunters or celebrating sprees, thank you. Kimball, Bacon Avenger, missed the Twitch. Akira Zero and Thrain, thank you for throwing bits, because that's the big one that keeps us alive. Your moderators is technically Moose, but hopefully a sleepy Moose. And again, Chorby, Night Valen, just feckin' thank you, alright? Just feckin' thank you. Okay, I'm going to pass you over to Zeke. Zeke's doing a spot of Satisfactory, and if you haven't met Zeke, they teach, I believe, game design and programming, and were one of the OG peeps to do game dev streams on Twitch, so they are an extremely knowledgeable person to talk to. I, however, am going to say my hi howdies and my goodbyes because it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I want to turn these lights off before I stop being able to see. Yeah, Moose, I had a feeling you weren't, but I hoped, I hoped. Right, no, that's it. Friends, just have a lovely rest of your day or an excellent sleep. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing Tales of Iron, because that just got an update, and whilst it doesn't explicitly say it's a story update, if you know Tales of Iron, then you know that it is. And the last time we played that, it left it on a fucking cliffhanger, so yeah, I need that answered. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in a later today. Whatever you do, friends, have an excellent rest of your day, evening, or what have you. Love to you all, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm still shy to ending stream. I don't want to. I think that's why I use the raid. It gives me like a Keeley wrap it up timer. All right, to be continued, friends.